Royal Mama here, on my way to what else I do. The store in Sebastopol that me and my husband own. We have a lot of varietals of garden supply, anything you can think of we have, except we don't have any starts or any plants, unfortunately, but it's hard to keep them happy in an environment where things can go bad. So we just soil blends, everything you can think of. But I'm just on my way there, and I'm gonna do a little so you can see where Royal Mama goes when she's not having fun. Okay, have a good day. Bye.
The Roots Hydroponics. This is the really cool thing that was made by a local artist who's really awesome. He made this little thing for us with a lion on it. We love it. So we sell our hats and our shirts and our goodies and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take you on a little tour of the store. So we have all of our pots, all of our plastic big old pot things that we have, different sizes for different projects that you guys are doing. We have our fabric pots, all different sizes. Goes all the way up to 150, 200 gallon, big old pots. But what's nice is you can, the fabric ones are a little easier to move. These ones people like because they're reusable, so it just depends on what you're into. And then we have our filters and all of our bags. So we have grow bags. You can grow in anything now. And we have all of our good stuff. So taking you on a tour of this. And this is the back inside of. Let's see here. We have dehumidifiers. We have shield and seal bags. We have all kinds of good stuff. We've got grow blocks, trellis netting. Those are, what do you call it? Boxes for clones that you ship. So if you have little starts and you want to send them to people, this is what people usually get for those. And then we have this is good for aerating the soil, perlite. We have different sizes of perlite. Stash bags. This stuff is good if you want to add some mycorrhiza, humic acid into your soil if it doesn't have it already, because a lot of those come with a lot of that in there. I'm hearing a leak in my warehouse. Bat guano. We have all kinds of goodies. Most people who know about this stuff are familiar with it. Usually you can find an area where you have it, but if you're ever in Sonoma County, this is where we are, and we are gonna maybe possibly open a second location, but that's down the road. Hydro clay, the little clay pebbles, those are awesome. Those work a little differently than the perlite does, so it's just nice to have that. We got the wiggle worm, aerating the soil, also molasses, all these good products. Can filters. We have a lot of cutting edge products. We have dust shrooms. Those are cool. Just everything you can think of that you would need, all the good stuff. Q fans, Max fans, Botanicare products. A lot of people are using stuff that you can kind of keep longer. So the Mendocino is amazing. The Green Sea, the Yara Vera is good. Maxi is good. Some of these are seasonal, so you use them more outdoor than indoor planting, depending on if you're doing a hydroponic garden and you want to do it all year long, or if you want to do it, only seasonally. So a lot of different products that are good. Definitely Athena is a pretty high-end product because a lot of people like it. And then we have the GH, different brands of GH that we sell. More Botanicare. And then we have the Pride Lands and the Uncle John's and the Flower Finisher, and just all the things you could think of. Canna products are amazing. Those are European products, but they're really good. They've been around forever. Those were the first products before all these other products were born. So we got that one. I think the mills might be a little old. Then we've got the heavy. We've got the Age Old. That's more of an organic line. And then we also have Vital Gardens, good stuff. You got your CalMag, your fish, hydrolysate. You got your veg, your bloom, your 3-part. You got your granule hummus. You got all your good stuff that you would need. And then we have, this is like the OG right here besides Buchanan, the Fox Farm. So the Fox Farm is good for just basic like veggies and stuff, like tomatoes and just your regular vegetables. We've got Moab, which is really good. There's a lot of stuff you can use to kind of make your plants make more stuff, like more tomatoes. It can make them more flavorful. It can do all kinds of stuff. There's like so many things you can alter in a growing cycle that you can help the plant do better, more progress. So we have all this stuff that we Floramax, Nectar of the Gods, Super Thrive Protect, Strength to the Stem.
Yes, ma'am.
Improves heat tolerance, improves drought tolerance, just kind of really cool stuff that we would add. So I'm gonna have you meet my husband. You'll hear him talking in my videos a lot, and he's the brains behind this place. But he's gonna give you maybe just like a basic, what most people who come to him are looking for. So here, Dylan Marzullo. It's like 3 things, like main things that people come in here looking for.
A growing medium, so soil, rock wool, CO2 gas, probably grow lights, but many other accessories, trellising, environmental control, pest control, ventilation, air conditioning.
So what's like the 3 main things you would need if you're doing an outdoor garden?
Good loose amended soil, a good organic pesticide, and a fabric pot.
So why would you recommend a fabric pot over plastic? Because wouldn't plastic be like recyclable, reusable?
Plastic works, but it gets hot and it doesn't breathe very well. So
outdoor, you'd recommend the
fabric
fabrics.
pots definitely work better.
And when is like outdoor, like growing a garden outdoor? When is that like in season?
Usually you want to start in the later spring, say May, June. If you want to get an early start and you want to use supplemental lighting, then you can start in April. But it depends on the season and how warm it is and how much rain we're getting in your local area. So.
Okay. So where you are, the weather.
Yes.
So indoor, if you were going to do an indoor garden, what would be, and you can do those like all year long, which is why a lot of people like them. Mm-hmm. So what would you say is like the 3, or the few basic things you would need to do that?
I mean, the environment is the most important. So you got to have a good sealed, airtight room with good cooling. So preferably an air conditioner, a dehumidifier, and then you want to have good amount of lighting.
So are there different ways that you can grow in hydroponics? Because you were saying like outdoor you need the fabric pots because the plastic ones are too hot. So indoor, what would you suggest as far as putting the plants in?
Indoor, cleanliness is the biggest objective. So keeping something that's, maybe you don't have to reuse. So rock wool works really good. Coconut fiber. A lot of people like to use just regular garden soil, but you're going to use smaller containers to grow them in. So you're going to use.
So it's a little bit harder because it's an environment you really have to do a lot of controlling on, and you also have to keep it very like kind of like you're in a lab.
But it's also a faster process, so your plants aren't going to grow huge. They're going to be smaller size. They're going to grow faster. So your whole cycle is probably only 2 months, maybe 2.5 months between propagation and harvesting.
Okay. Sounds cool. So, okay, so what would you what do you think is probably the most ideal situation for indoor? Would you use a tray and flood the trays? Because I know there's a lot of cleanup and maintenance.
I think, yeah, a tray with a small container, a 1 or a 2 gallon, with either a drip system, something you can control consistently to get the same amount of water to each pot, same time of day, like clockwork.
Okay.
And then a run to waste, so you water drains out through the pots down to a drain and goes away, so the plants aren't sitting in water. So you only want to water them exactly what they need. You don't want to oversaturate them, and you don't want to underwater them either.
So do you do deliveries or do you ship, like if people want to do business with you but they don't live around here?
We do deliveries in the local area. We ship anything. It's hard to ship soil and heavy items because the shipping cost is so high that it doesn't make it worthwhile. But
everything else is sendable.
Everything else is easily shippable.
Nice. Okay, so this is what Royal Mama does when I'm having fun, and this is my husband who's been doing this specific job since he was like 15 years old. So he's got like 30 years of experience. He's really good at what he does. If you have any questions, the phone number to reach us is, I'm going to do this. Phone number to reach us is 707-829-ROOT. We're open pretty much 7 days a week, and we just know a lot about this stuff. He does specifically. He's taught me a lot of stuff, and everybody who's ever met him or worked with him, he's really good at guiding you and really helping you understand what you're using and what to do if there's ever an issue. Like going into a store and buying something is one thing, but going into a store and having somebody go, oh, problems have come up, now what do I do? Usually they don't know how to do all that. He knows how to do all that. So any questions you have, 707-829-ROOT. You know anybody that's in the Sonoma County area and wants to go and talk to somebody who's really, really good at what they do, this is where you come. All right, have a good day. Talk to you later.